Hello and thank you for joining us. In this presentation, we're going to be talking about working with iManage from Salesforce. Thanks to the great people over at AdvoLogix. So you're probably wondering if you should be watching this video. Well, here's a couple of questions, help you get to that answer. Do you use Salesforce? Do you use iManage? Have you thought about using them together? Well, if you answered yes to any of these questions, it probably makes sense to watch this video. So let's get started. Here we are in Salesforce, and of course, we're looking at the MSI Financial account record. Now on the right, you'll notice the iManage work interface. Now there's a couple of different ways to access iManage from Salesforce. One is a more traditional Lightning interface, which is more or less a list of folders. What I've got here is the other option, which is the full work interface, which you can see is pretty robust. So we're going to stick with this for our particular demo. Now you'll also notice I'm at the MSI Financial workspace, or Redwell. Now the idea is every object based on your implementation that's needed will have a corresponding workspace. So you see I'm in the MSI Financial account object. Well, I've got an MSI Financial workspace. You can have the same concept for your opportunity objects or contact objects or custom objects. So based on your implementation, you will have a corresponding workspace that is automatically created when an instance of that object is created. So when a new account is created, a new workspace is created. And of course, based on information used to create that account or whatever object you need to have built, you can pass that information so the appropriate workspace template is used. So you may have different workspace templates based on different types of objects, and the information will be handed off. And that way, when in this case, an account object is created, the workspace has this set of folders. So again, you can use workspace templates as part of your creation for that particular object. Now, you'll notice again, MSI Financial, I've got my folders right here. I'm going to click on contracts because I can navigate through my workspace like you would expect to. Here's Master Service Agreement. I'll click on it. And of course, I can preview it. And here is metadata. So things you'd expect to see in your iManage work interface, you can do here. Let me grab a document as well. So let's grab a document over here and I will drag it over. So it's easy to drag documents right into iManage while working inside of Salesforce. Here it is. I'll click on it. And of course, here is that particular document. And again, you do what you expect to be able to do inside of iManage. Here's my little menu, and here's all my options. Close that out for you. Okay, so anything you expect to do, you're able to do. Now, what's also nice, I'm going to go back to my main interface, is I'm able to navigate to other workspaces if I want. So I can go to my recent matters. I can go to my matters. I can even go to my favorites. But keeping in mind, I can either navigate back to financial, or remember, anytime I go to this particular object, if I refresh my screen, it's going to take me right to the linked object. So whether, again, in this case, accounts, it could be contacts, it could be opportunities, whatever you've got a workspace linked to, that's what it'll automatically take you to. So you can see a lot of great features right here inside of Salesforce. Now, what's also nice is when people add documents from the Salesforce interface, you can be notified. So you can have a notification right here on the from iManage saying, hey, new documents have arrived. Okay, so if a new document is uploaded, if a new version is created, if a document metadata profile is updated, anything that happens through the Salesforce interface, you can get a notification. Now, if you're not always living in the interface, you can go off and get an email notification. So I can get a notification that says, hey, a particular document was uploaded to this workspace, and here's a link to that document in iManage. I could even get a notification that says, hey, the profile for that particular document was updated. Also, you can get a notification when a version is added. So as you can see, when people are interacting with iManage from Salesforce, you can even get notifications of everything going on with your content. So what did you learn? Well, you learned that you can access iManage from inside Salesforce, and of course, all the great capabilities. You'll learn that Salesforce can trigger workspace creation. So for a new account object, one of your custom objects, you can automatically have a corresponding workspace in iManage created, and that workspace can be created using predefined workspace templates. You also learn that users can be notified about content activity from Salesforce. So what are your next steps? Well, it's time to reach out to MicroStrategies so we help you like we help our other clients.